Welcome to Payment Splitting with Draft to Digital. This is Mark Leslie Lefebvre, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through setting up a new title on Draft to Digital as a paid collaboration. So I've skipped the initial screen where you would normally enter the title and the BISAC subject category code, etc. And I want to just move on to that first initial step. In this particular case, I am setting up a new ebook. So this is that step one where you see the title. This is where you would upload your EPUB file or your Word document and get it converted. You see the release date and the description or synopsis. Now just below the description on that screen, you'll see this option to add paid collaborator. So you click on the add paid collaborator, and this is where I can add a new collaborator. And ideally, you'll want to know the email address that they have for their existing Draft to Digital accounts. You click on that button and you see the dialog box. And so what you'll be able to see is when I go to click into the box here to enter an email address, any previous email address that I've used a collaboration on, and I've blurred these for the privacy of the other authors, they show up. I start typing Sean's email address. It shows up because I've used him in a collaboration before. And then I can even label it differently for this particular project. So I've got the name, I've got the email address, and this is where I would enter the ebook and the print percentages that I want to give to the authors. Now again, knowing the email address that they use for Draft to Digital is an important thing. If they do not already have an existing Draft to Digital account, no problem. They'll be sent an invite to the collaboration as well as an invite to create a free Draft to Digital account. So this is where I've decided on the split. This is a three-way split, 33% split for 3 authors. And you can go back and make changes. They don't have to be the same percentage. And what you'll see is I'm thinking, well, I paid more, for example, for the print layout with a full cover wrap. And so I want to keep a little bit more as the publisher on any print book sale to earn that back. So I'm going to give 20% instead of 33%. And so you can have different percentages or not even give a percentage on one of the books. It's completely up to you. The only thing you can't do is you can't go over 100% for obvious reasons. So I'm finished this. I'm still editing, so I click Add Paid Collaborator, and then it's going to show me what I've set up. So I've set up Sean. There's his name, email address. His status is unconfirmed because he still hasn't been notified in order to accept the terms. And you can see the percentages for ebook as well as for print royalty and the different percentages there. And then below that, this is the remainder, from that 100%, 80% of print and 67% of ebook royalties. And so when I click on Add Collaborator, because I have a second collaborator to add, I'm going to enter Scott Overton. I'm going to put in his email address, and I'm also going to put in his name. So I've got Scott, I've got his email address, and then I'm going to enter the percentages that Scott is going to get. Now, 33%, three-way split, and 20% for print, just like with Sean. I click Add Paid Collaborator, and it brings up the screen. So you can see what's left over for me now is 60% on print, 34% on ebook royalties, and you can see the percentages. But if I wanted to make a change, I wanted to look at, say, well, maybe I'm going to change one of those. I go and click on the author. I'm going to click on Scott. And what I'm going to do in this particular case is Scott's plans on doing more promotion on the ebook. So I'm going to give him a little bit more in the ebook, 35%. And he doesn't promote print books very well. That's not true. I'm just using that as an example. And so I'm going to give him 10% on all the print book sales. And then when I save that, what you can see is the different percentages there. So you can see them show up on that screen. And you can also see the what's still left over for me, if anything has changed in terms of ebook and in terms of print. And so when I click on Save, they will be sent a notification. We'll go to that email address inviting them. Now this is the email from Sean's email account where he basically says, from support at Draft to Digital. It says you're invited for a collaboration, name of the book in question. And then as he scrolls down in that email, he's going to see a little bit of the terms, and then there's just basically a click button there that says read and confirm, where he can actually go and accept the terms, and then of course the standard stuff in the bottom of the email for unsubscribing, etc. Okay, so let's go back to the publisher or the initiator of the collaboration. I'm going back to my dashboard, and I'm looking at the dashboard, and obviously I bring it up in my books, and then I'm going to search for the title because I have a lot of titles in my catalog, so I'm just going to start typing some of the word, and I bring up strange, and what you can see when you see the listing is this orange tab that says ebook and print split payments. So that's really one of those useful things to see the status of it. When you click on the title, of course, to go in and take a look at it or edit it, I'm going to do the same thing. I bring up the title. Again, you will see the little orange tab, Payment Splitting Enabled. I'm going to click on Details, and in the very same spot, I scroll down, and what you can see is that there are 2 paid collaborators for this book, and they've been accepted. If they weren't accepted, there would be a little pop-up that would show me that I had someone who wasn't accepted. So click on Edit Paid Collaborator, you get the pop-up box, you see the names, the email addresses, the status that they've both confirmed, because this is actually from production and a book that's already live, the ebook percentage and print royalty split, 30% for each of the authors, 40% for me as the publisher, and I'm keeping an extra 10% because in this particular case, I paid for the cover design, and that helps me earn that money back a little bit quicker. But that's basically what it looks like for an existing title that's already been set up and confirmed with your collaborators. And that's it. Thanks for watching. If you want to learn more, you can go over to draft2digital.com. You can email our support team, support@draft2digital.com. And don't forget to subscribe to us on youtube.com/draft2digital for this and many other fantastic instructional videos, as well as interviews with people from the industry. Thanks for watching, and happy writing and happy collaborations to you.